Welcome to this week's episode of the Founder and the Force Multiplier podcast, where we explore how founders and leaders work together with their right-hand partners to turn ideas into action and build wildly successful businesses. Today, we're going to talk about the one-on-one meeting and how to make sure you are having an effective meeting every week. Over the 12 years or so that Adam and I have worked together, a lot has changed. We've built several companies, iterated others, coached thousands of people. We wrote a book with another one on the way, launched 2 podcasts, learned how to become better leaders, and built a company culture of work-life presence. One thing that hasn't changed, however, is our weekly one-on-one meeting. We have been meeting every Monday morning for 30 minutes, 1 hour during the first couple of years, for 624 weeks. Actually, at the time of this podcast, it's probably more like 670 weeks. Yes, we may have missed a Monday meeting once or twice over that time, but we would either move it to the following day or, if it wasn't necessary, because we were maybe both on vacation. Yes, we may have missed a Monday meeting once or twice over that time, but we would either move it to the following day or it might not have been necessary because we were both on vacation. That is how important this weekly meeting is to both of us, and I, for one, attribute it to much of my personal and professional success over the years. If you haven't implemented a weekly one-on-one with your direct reports, or more specifically with your leader and/or Force Multiplier counterpart, then now is the time. Why are these meetings so important? Well, having regular one-on-one meetings ensures employees feel supported and valued at work. We often get stuck in the day-to-day task-oriented world, but a holistic approach to a company's people strategy has become more critical than ever. Support, engagement, feedback, growth, and development are just as critical to a company's success as priorities, goals, and metrics. So what is the goal of a one-on-one meeting? Effective one-on-one meetings serve a lot of different purposes, but here are some primary goals and takeaways to consider for each meeting. 1, facilitate collaboration and alignment on priorities, goals, and objectives. 2, track discussions and decisions by creating historical notes for access as needed while keeping unresolved talking points in sight. 3, provide structure for collaborative and productive meetings by creating clarity, setting expectations, and providing clear next steps and action items. 4, keep everyone's eyes on the vision and overall priorities and respective goals. Keep your goals displayed with your agenda to help stay up to date on status, make decisions, or remove roadblocks. 5, allow room for feedback. This is possibly the most important aspect, as it is critical for both personal and professional development as well as overall company success. The key is to maintain two-way feedback. 6, encourage career development and create a clear path to growth. It is important to talk about personal development and understand your employees' career aspirations. Get to know your employees and help them achieve their goals. This allows for job fulfillment and increases employee retention. You will also want to implement a framework. Setting aside the time to hold a weekly one-on-one meeting is only half the battle. Having a clear and consistent structure in place ensures that the time invested is time well spent. It can also help keep the conversation from veering into a status update meeting or a task assignment meeting. There's a time and place for those types of meeting, or better yet, you can just put that in an email, but the weekly one-on-one meeting is usually not the place for that. Those meetings are for bigger conversations about projects, priorities, and company vision and growth. They are also about alignment, feedback, and coaching as needed. A framework of questions, a consistent meeting agenda, or a document like the weekly execution plan, which you can download from the show notes, can keep both you and your Force Multiplier or executive on track and wanting to meet each week. These meetings need to be value add for both parties. The leader is there to guide and coach as needed. The Force Multiplier is there to gain clarity, lead up, which sometimes means coaching their leader, and ensure alignment and prioritize in the executive office, which sometimes means coaching their leader and ensures alignment and prioritization in the executive office as well as throughout the company. If these meetings are done well between a leader and their Force Multiplier, it could be the only meeting that they need together every week. Priorities are clear, decisions are made, both parties are confident that the other will be executing on what they need to do in order to keep projects and deliverables moving forward. As I mentioned before, if you're looking for some of the resources around how to hold an effective one-on-one meeting, you can click on the link in the show notes for more information.